Hello, this is Mr. Mack. This is the first of the videos on the normal distribution homework, session 3. Question number 1, if a person has a negative z-score, did the person score higher or lower than the mean? Well, let's just take a look at the standard normal curve. Now, the mean is 0, and a negative z-score would be this way, and so obviously, since the mean is 0 and they have a negative z-score, they scored lower than the mean. Number 2, if a person has a negative z-score, it does not always mean that the person did not do well. Name a sport where having the lowest z-score would be the most desirable. Well, anytime you want, like if you're racing and the winning time, or swimming, in swimming, the winning time, the lower your time is, the better you're doing. So swimming and racing would be an example of that. 3 through 9. The mean weight of adult American men is 180 pounds with a standard deviation of 25 pounds. Weights are approximately normally distributed. Use the 68s at 95, 99.7% rule to approximate each of the following. In other words, use the empirical rule. Using the values given above, label the normal curve at the right with the numerical values for mu plus or minus sigma, mu plus or minus 2 sigma, and mu plus or minus 3 sigma. All right, so here's a standard. Oh, did they give us a standard normal curve? They did. So we're just going to use this one over here. Now here's mu. Here is from here to here is mu plus or minus sigma. From here to here is mu plus or minus 2 sigma. And from here to here is mu plus or minus 3 sigma. So from there to there, there to there, there to there, and mu is just the center one right there. All right. Number 4, what percent of all adult American men have weight less than 130 pounds? All right. Now, in this particular case, we know that 180 pounds goes right in the center. And since the standard deviation is 25, this is going to be 155 here. This is going to be 130 here. So we want the percent of adult men that have a weight less than 130 pounds. Now that would be this area right there. And so 130 as a z-score is equal to 130 minus 180 over 25, we get -2. So if we're using the empirical rule, we know that from 130 to well, let's see, what is that, 15 plus? From 130 to 230 is 95% from here to here. And since we want the percent that have a weight less than that, we want this region over here. Now notice the region out here and the region that is shaded are the other 5% of the graph. And since the graph is symmetric, those two pieces are the same area, so we would divide by 2, so we would get 2.5% of American men have weight less than 130 pounds. Now, number 5, what percent of adult American men have a weight between 130 and 205 pounds? Okay, so let's do this. Here's 80, 180. Now 130 is 2 standard deviations below the mean. We already know that. So this region right here is going to be 1/2 of 95%, which is 47.5%. So this part right here is going to be 0.475. Now, 205 is just 25, let's use a different color there. 205 is 25 units above, it's 25 pounds, but it's 1 standard deviation above the mean. Now we know that by the empirical rule, below and above the mean by 1 standard deviation is 68%. So this region here is going to be 1/2 of 68%, which is 34%. Now, to get the combined shaded region from the blue and the green here, we would add these two together and we would get a 0.5 here, a 1, and an 8. So 81.5%. All right, now I'm going to stop this video at this particular point and pick up with number 6 on the next one.